Hey, Real Skinny. How's it going? Go clean so far. Well, you know, I 36-hour fasted yesterday and got up and had around 10 o'clock my Ezekiel toast with that fresh ground peanut butter. And I just took a handful of strawberries and mashed them up with my fork. And that's the only thing I've had so far today. We got really busy and I wasn't able to be home to eat my salad. So I'm making our butternut squash and white bean chili tonight. And I'm just going to have a side salad on the side. So what I thought I would do is come on and show you how I prep my butternut squash. So it's super easy. I've done a video on this before. I'll share it in the group just for anybody else if they missed this. But I basically just chop off the top, which I've already done. I have a really sharp knife. And I'll show you because I'm going to chop off the other end. So I just chop off each end of the butternut squash like that. And then I've already started this because I didn't want to bore y'all like with me shaving off the rest of the stuff. So I just have my vegetable peeler and I just peel the sides like just like this. That's all you have to do. You don't have to worry about taking off a finger to peel and cut your butternut squash. So as soon as you get everything peeled off, and don't worry, I'll peel this in later when we get off the live. I hate to be on here for like 500 hours. And then I just cut them in about, I don't know how much you'd say that was, like an inch. Yeah, about an inch. Depends on, you know, what you're doing with them. If you're roasting them and you've got larger vegetables in the oven, you can chop them a little smaller so they'll cook faster. This is the butternut squash and white bean chili, so I think it cooks for about 35 minutes, so no big deal. And I need 3.5 cups, so that's about right here. I have another one. I don't know that this is going to be enough. And then I just take them and I just, it's probably better to do them one at a time because then I won't, again, chop my fingers off. I'm always paranoid that I'm going to chop off my fingers, and I should always be looking at the food while I'm cooking and not cutting and talking. So that's why I'm putting my head down. Sorry, y'all. So basically, after I have them all cubed, I'll just throw them in my little measuring cup here. Ta-da! And that's all we have to do. So I'll finish that later. But I wanted to show you my salad dressing that I have in the meal plan. It is a spin off of the Bolthouse Farms yogurt dressings that I was telling you guys about. You can buy it in the produce section. They're so good. The cucumber ranch is really, really good. But I thought since I'm going clean and there was a couple things in there that I wasn't necessarily happy with if I was doing what I told you I was going to do all week, which is completely go clean. So what I decided to do, I looked this up on Pinterest, but this is one recipe. I've already made it once that I decided that was a really good one for our family. So this is your Chobani zero fat plain Greek yogurt. And I need a cup of that. So I have this cute little Pioneer bowl. It says like a cup. It's in there somewhere. And then after that, we're going to add a, and look what I do. I have a ball, a jar. I've already made this once and it's almost gone. So I'm just going to keep adding to the jar that I already have. And you can get these, you know, just your regular old ball jars. And then you can buy these leak-proof tops. See them? Ball leak-proof. And these I found at Publix. So you can get them at Walmart, Ingles, anywhere that carries the ball jars. This is the regular one, but they also have the wide mouth also, which I might wish I had a wide mouth as I'm trying to put this yogurt in this ball jar, but we're going to try. And if it doesn't all fit, I'll just add it later. It's okay, or I'll do half the recipe. But the recipe calls for 1 cup, so I'm going to put 1 cup in there. And it almost fits. Probably what I'm going to do is, since I already had some in there and I've got just enough space for the liquids and to be able to shake it and stir it, I'll add the rest of that yogurt in later. So the next step is the half of a, the juice of 1 lemon. So I just cut it in half. Had this really great juicer. I got this from Pampered Chef. I am not a Pampered Chef seller, but I love Pampered Chef. You can get these at the grocery store too, but the difference is it's pointy. The other ones are rounded, but the pointy kind for me just, it seems to squish out more juice. So you just, use that and juice your lemon. And I always turn it sideways because a little bit more comes out. And then I am going to just put about half of this one in there because, like I said, I didn't use that whole cup of yogurt, but we're going to use it as part of when we mix it up. If we want it to be creamier, or if we want it to be, I don't want to say the word runnier, but I don't know the right word. Anyway, if we don't want it to be so creamy, then we would use that. And then we're going to use two tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. I know, look at me. I am so old school. Like, I have a tablespoon and a teaspoon measure, you guys, I swear, but I just happen to have this out and don't want to have to run around looking for it. It's probably in the dishwasher. So 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Then what we're going to do is use a teaspoon of oregano, which I have right here. Again, this doesn't have to be rocket science. It's just salad dressing. Well, you know, if I was baking a cake, that might be a little different, but that looks like about a teaspoon. I'm going to put a teaspoon of garlic powder. Now, if this were garlic salt, I would really want to measure it because we want to be specific when we put our salts in. So that's our garlic powder. Ooh, oh, it's powdery. And then I'm going to put, basil, a teaspoon of basil. Now, I hang my basil when I'm done with it in the garden. I just chop it off, turn it upside down, put it in the house and hang it on a nail with a rubber band. And then once it's completely dry, I just put it in this cute little thing right here. But I take the leaves and then I just crush them with my hand. And there you go. They're dry. And I have, you know, basil that I grew all summer in my house all winter. So I'm just going to put a chunk of that in there. Somebody's going to get really chunky pieces of basil. That's a stem, so be careful. I'll be the one like going, oh, I'm crunching a stem. What is that? So after I put the basil in, then I'm going to put 1.5 teaspoons, not tablespoons, of Dijon mustard. So a tablespoon is 3 teaspoons. So if I do a half of this, that's 1.5 teaspoons. So I'm just going to eyeball it. And I love Dijon mustard. And again, like I said, you can omit any of these. It doesn't matter. And then a little salt and pepper. So I do happen to know where that is. The only thing I was going to do today when I made my lunch was I was going to eat it with cottage cheese. The cottage cheese I usually get is by Friendship, and it's a no salt added, and I just haven't been able to find it at Publix. So I bought the Good Culture low fat cottage cheese, and it has the sodium in it. So I was not going to add salt to my salad dressing because the cottage cheese was salty. But today, since now I'm just going to have a side salad with dinner, I'm just going to put a little pinch of salt. Maybe y'all can see that over the pepper. And then I love this little pepper shaker. Look, it fits right there. And I'll just run it in there. I put my fingers a little bit above it so I didn't get yogurt on it. Don't worry. So then all we have to do is put the top on. You guys can see inside. I don't want to run out, but I've got my yogurt. I've got all my, you can see like the liquid in there. That's the apple cider vinegar and the lemon and all of the herbs. And then just take this and shake it. Look, that's it. We just made yogurt dressing, y'all. And honestly, it probably only has 1 cup of this yogurt is like 120 calories. Wait, no, wait, hold on. 3/4 is 90, divide that by 3, that's 30 plus 90. Yeah, that's right. I did that math pretty good. 120 calories for the whole cup. So this entire thing is 120 calories. And I probably only used like 2 tablespoons of it because it's so good and so creamy. Now look at this consistency, y'all. You can't tell me this isn't going to be delicious on my salad this evening. And honestly, once I'm done with my salad, I'll probably just add the rest of that yogurt and the rest of this lemon juice and just shake it up again. And that's all you need. So this is so good, so clean, so simple. You probably only would have to go buy the yogurt if you didn't already have yogurt. Everything else I had in my pantry. Salt, pepper, the oregano, the garlic powder, the basil, the Dijon mustard, the apple cider vinegar. I had everything already. So super clean salad dressing. That's all you need to do. There's a few more that I found. I will post the recipes for those. Haven't made them yet, but I'm sure they're going to be good. And I just went on Pinterest and said yogurt dressings, and bam, that one came out. And I loved, for my family, the ingredients that were in this, because it sounds almost like a creamy Italian. And I probably, I could add some garlic. Instead of garlic powder, I could add fresh garlic. So anyways, that's my Greek yogurt salad dressing, and I am cubing my butternut squash, getting ready for dinner. Hope you guys have a great night, and I hope you're enjoying Go Clean so far this week. Like I said, I've only had one meal so far since I didn't eat anything yesterday and I only had breakfast. I skipped lunch, not intentionally. I just was out and about. And I was like, I can't eat what I didn't tell them I'm going to eat, and I have to be clean. So you guys are really helping keep me accountable. So I appreciate that. All right, y'all have a great night and see you soon.